welcome. Just to see if we can get it going on LinkedIn at the same time. But it's some reason I can't press go live on LinkedIn, even
Okay.
though I've requested the buttons. What's happening? Stream failed to start, restart. And anyways, if it doesn't do it this one more time, then we will leave it. Leave LinkedIn for now. I'll work that out another time. Cool.
YouTube. Woo!
YouTube. Yeah, so before I get too excited and forget what we're talking about, welcome to what we've put called surprise value. And what are we talking about? So what is that? What am I talking about? I did a live now about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, called Values. And this is Michelle, by the way. A wonderful colleague. And we'll get into that in shortly about what we're here for, because it's surprise at this time. And um I mentioned about each week we're going to be talking about values. So values being so important. Um, in fact, Michelle, would you like to just share a very quick what is why values important to you?
Yes, absolutely. Well, values, especially being a master practitioner of NLP, I take people through a process of values. And these are everything that are important to us in the context of life. When we align with our values, we feel whole, perfect, complete. Everything in alignment with our values moves us towards how we want to be and how we want to show up. And these are everything that are important. And there is a difference between what we think is important, that it goes deeper than that. And just quickly, so people really, anchor this in, there's there's a means to an end. So people tend to say, number one, friends and family are important to me. Of course they are. For what purpose? For what? Well, for connection, love, joy, all of these higher values. And so that's why they're just so important because for the we focus on my clients and I 6 months. Once we've done this session, the focus is for 6 months all around these values. And when you're feeling off, icky or sticky, you come back to your values, you look, you reevaluate, you continue forward. So that's why it's so important. It's the beautiful foundation of everything.
Amazing. Love it. I love it. The beautiful foundation of everything, and it's important to evaluate as well.
Yeah.
Evaluate.
Yes.
Yeah, love it. And who are you, Michelle, as well?
I am a committed, passionate, inspirational leader.
Brilliant. And what do you do?
Well, see, when you said that, I was like, soul's contract. Woo! So I am a mindset and manifestation coach, and I guide trailblazing women to create clarity, confidence, and a life they truly love.
Incredible. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got your values down. And so
Yes.
and
Yes.
so, and so and it really just feels aligned when I hear that, and that's what I love to help deep feelers that are and deep feeling creatives, intuitive leaders to design. I call it visionary architecture or strategic creativity. Our
Mm.
NeuroCreative strategy as well. So how we create the habits that we want to form for life, work, business, relationships as neurodiverse creatives that want to get out of scatter and the confusions and the hypersensitivities back into alignment and really getting those projects out there that could no longer be hanging about just in the back shelves of our of the mind. Anyway, so yeah, awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Michelle. And so we're going to pick a surprise value and talk about it,
Yep.
and also give us a little sort of idea of how to access it from not just a sort of oh, that's nice kind of insight thing as well. We're going to talk about and present how we can or we're going to have a little tool that you can take away with you as well. You're going to see experience between Michelle and I, and 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 potentially you can take away with it and try that for yourself or with someone that's open to exploring their own value and what it means to them from not just a surface level conversation point of view as well. So
Yeah.
if that all sounds good,
Yes.
I've got these written on the cards here.
I'm
So,
ready.
um, what would you like to say when?
When?
Jack of
Ooh.
Spades for a Friday. It is courage.
Yes, I love it.
Courage, courage. So, it's
Yeah.
written in blue as well,
Yeah.
which is the sign for water, or the color of water, and the sense of connection through feelings and emotions. So to feel courage in the moment,
Hmm.
feeling courage in the moment. What does that mean to you, Michelle?
Yeah. Well, instantly I felt that calmness, especially when you were explaining blue, because it made me think of the water, and I was instantly taken to some of the most glorious places that I've been, and feeling that calmness, that still, the pause, which we tend to not have. So that was lovely. So courage to me is the thing that we get to be before confidence. You know, people say to me all the time, can you support me with my confidence? Yes, absolutely. We can anchor that in as well. It's a very powerful NLP tool to anchor it in. You can access it at any given time. And yeah, it really is interesting when you are courageous, uh, how things can change very quickly as well. So confidence tends to come from results, and a lot of people can be impatient to get those results. You know, the other week someone said, yeah, health's important to me. Okay, is it? Is it really? Why? Like 7 levels deeper or 9 levels deeper because you didn't see results from eating salad every day and going running every day for a week, and now you've given up. Yeah. So it's really interesting with no judgment and just that reflection of going back to what really is important and are you actually committed to follow through? So when I think of courage, Rory, the biggest shift for me and my clients, family and friends and everyone is if in doubt, be bold. And that means to be courageous. You only need 20 seconds of bold action. Now, I practice what I preach daily, right? And I did this. I really wanted to make a huge impact and have all these ideas, and I wanted to change the thinking into action. And honestly, it changed my life. I have huge visions in life, as you know, and so do the people that I love and support. And so this was an amazing game changer of just 20 seconds of courageous action. What will you do in your 20 seconds? Now, I sent emails, for example, to people that I really want to work with. Lady Gaga, Elton John, RuPaul from RuPaul's Drag Race, you name it. And I put offers out there that I wouldn't have if I didn't have that courageous, if I wasn't being courageous and embodying that version of myself. So yeah, there's a lot around it, and courageous is is a very high value. And also a lot of people that I've worked with in workshops love to have that as a power word for their year as well. You know, when you're courageous, what do you create? Or it's like the sentence we said the other week, and it's the when I am being courageous, I create. It's a really good journal prompt, and also it takes you deeper like that. Mm.
Oh wow. So much information, gold information, not just information, but it's that stuff of taking it for one piece of that, just taking one piece of that and having a go can completely change things. And I love the idea again, that power of now, and how if we realize something and we do take an action, it based on something, it it just has the scope for a complete timeline change. Like what would have like what would happen if you like I like the question, what would happen if you didn't change, or what would happen um if things stayed the same and
Yeah.
as they are now in for someone, or and it's that's so important to get clearer on, because otherwise it's just like, oh yeah, I just and it's okay. It's doing our best in each moment, when with whatever we know we can't do, or believe we can and can't do, and that's okay, not to make ourselves more wrong. However, it's the important thing is to get present to that moment of what is it that can be done, through the sense of it's the being, like you said, the being drives the doing.
Yeah.
So yes, focus on the action of doing, because it won't happen otherwise. Yet the doing won't happen without choosing to be a certain way.
Yeah.
Um and was it who is it, Mel Robbins, that coined the kind of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it sort of thing. So if there's a note, that's what I started to
Yeah.
notice. Are there points where I'm like, for me when I was struggling with taking action on just even sending normal messages back, because I'd have cognitive overload on how to format just even replying to someone. So if it felt
Mm.
even slightly important, I'd want to get it right. And then if I wanted to get it right in terms of replying, I could either do all or nothing. So in that sense, so I to at all address that in the moment, I'd have to like spend a lot of effort. I'd have to clear everything else that I could possibly could or would want to think about, and put it to the side to even just reply to a text. And then I don't get over the hurdle. Or if it was a smaller text, then it'd be okay. But if it was something a bit more complicated, like someone asking me something that relied showing up and being powerful and courageous to not just cause a relationship breakdown because of not answering it in a good, not right way, but just a
Yeah.
complete way that has them even understand it slightly. Uh, so I'd have that with all of these times where I'd be like, I'll just answer that later, and just answer that later, and then it's a bit like the email, like for emails, but for just actual, just normal, general conversations that I valued. That was what it was like, for me, and I realized that I got to work out ways to make that instant and easy. So when voice notes came out, it became a lot more easier to go, okay, which route, which way can I do this that's the quickest, that gets the idea out of my head. And then if I wanted to put it off, I was like, no, even though I got to a certain level where I was doing that to a certain level, I was still seeing it show up in more places and more places. So then I was like, okay, I almost put the phone down and want to go away. And that's what I found worked really well with um processing even bigger tasks, and where I'd feel my cognitive overload would go, uh, I'd just freeze. I'd gone through the flow moment and just gone, ugh, oh, I can't concentrate anymore. And instead of like just putting it away and going away completely. It'd almost be like I would stop and then walk around the chair and then come back again. And that just that action take my mind off the thought that I can't deal with it there and then. And it would just refresh just for that moment to come back and then go, oh yeah, no, I can do this and I'm doing it now. And so that would bring that courageous gut energy back in. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you
Uh,
said so many amazing things. Oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Brilliant. So we've got 10 minutes and
yeah,
I wanted to give this opportunity to not just be like talking about cool ideas because that's great. If we spend like 4 minutes each, what's something you did mention? I don't know whether you want to do this, but or something else. But you mentioned about this why, what the whys, what that tapping into the why.
yeah.
So would you like to play with that with me, or something else around
I would love to.
what that exercise is about, and what courage is to
Yeah.
me, but using that example?
May I very quickly reflect on what you shared because it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, um, very quick breakdown. So you walking around the chair, breaking your habit loop, changing your physiology, right? And that's scientifically proven that that really shifts us, okay? So that movement and our mindset, the formula I use for that is A plus M equals R, which is action plus mindset equals results. Want higher quality results, reverse engineer it. What action and mindset have you got? And courage in particular boosts those results, even in 20 seconds. So the habit loop, breaking that is the Mel Robbins habit loop, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take that action. So I love that. The interesting thing you said about the how and the doing really comes back to the why as well. So it does come into the question that you've asked, because yes, we're human beings, not human doings. And so when we focus on being and being that leader and courageous and bold, fearless, whatever other words that you want to be, we forget about the how. And that's the key to manifestation, is to let go of the how, no matter how scary it is, because that's what people can get stuck on or rely on, of the doing. I must know the doings. And the reassurance I'm giving to everyone listening is that is the mechanics. That is easy. Focus on being. And so the why, 7 layers deep or 9 levels deep as well, is why is it important to you? Okay, so it may be a value. Why is being courageous important to you in the context of life? And then there's a process to go each level deeper. And
Okay.
it's simply asking, why is that important? Getting the answer. Okay,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
You want to do it? You
Yeah,
want
go
to do
for it.
it?
Go for it.
Okay, so in the context of life, Rory, what is most important to you? So, personal or professional, something that you truly desire. Like, what's that biggest goal for you right now?
Wow.
Mhm. Just going to open my notes for this and write it down.
The most important thing for me in life and work now is, well, the word momentum comes up.
Okay. And one of the top questions to start off with is usually, why is it important for you to be successful? How does that feel as an overall?
Why is it important to be successful in keeping momentum or generally?
So, thinking of integration, like the myth of work-life balance. So, thinking of momentum would be part of that. and whatever you perceive as successful,
Okay.
that's the overall, like the umbrella.
Perceiving as successful. That's interesting because often there's an automatic pattern in the background that says success is dot dot dot, and it's that when you get there, there's always something else. So true sustainable success
Mhm.
is valuing the richness of each day.
Okay, right. Let me just quickly write that down. Why is it important for you to value?
And adding one more piece to the puzzle of whatever it is. So creating, building clients, connecting to helping clients, connecting to why that business works for others,
Mhm.
how it will help others, where it is maintaining energy and health each day. And so
Okay.
the success is that I go through the day feeling energized and I've looked after myself and I've taken one more step to, I've had a deep conversation every single day that inspires someone or others.
Okay, so just with time, I'm not sure that we'll get through all of the levels. It's great though to put the format out there for people to do it with somebody that they trust. So with what you're saying, it's all great, and for what purpose? So especially before you start, that first question gets to be short and specific, really, really specific. So first of all, we had why is it important for you to be successful? And then it turned to almost gratitude and health. Why is it important for you to value the richness of each day? And then you spoke about health. So with everything that you've said, what is that sentence that is the overarching most important? Why is it important for you to fill in the blank?
Live a healthy, wealthy, stealthy life.
Mm. Great question. And again, this is everything who you are and your ways of being and how you support other people. Okay, so we'll go a couple of levels deep so people can see and hear what it's like. So, Rory, why is it important for you to live a healthy, wealthy, stealthy life?
Because all of that brings back together the inner resources, the outer resource, getting clear on what health can look like or make mean, what environment, people, places, and places, places, faces, and spaces, um, in terms of environment and wealth resources, and how to get there, targeting it. So it's all about inner and outer resources and targeting.
How to get there. So, what I've done is listening. I've shortened down everything you've said. I'm just going to reflect it back. So, why is bringing the inner and outer resources all together and how to get there important to you?
Um, because it allows energy later, fulfillment, fulfillment and energy later to be able to share with others.
Beautiful. Okay. And Rory, why is it important for you to allow yourself to feel energy fulfillment and to then share it with others.
Because it's about connection and love and purpose.
And why is love, or why is connection, love, and purpose important to you?
So it brings about world peace eventually.
Okay, amazing. And Rory, why is world peace important to you?
Because it stops needless devastation. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing. And why is it important for you to help stop needless devastation?
Yeah, it goes back to people that
Why
get,
is it important to you?
yeah, that's the point, isn't it? It's like where does it stop? I don't know. Yeah.
I know you don't know, but if you did know, what would the answer be?
Um, it's again, the word connection just keeps coming up to stay
To stay connected.
feeling connected. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. And Rory, feel free to take a deep breath, put your hand on your heart. Why is it important for you to stay feeling connected?
So I don't really know what else matters. Don't I just don't know what else matters than
Okay.
that.
So, in the context of life, is connection important to you?
Yes.
Okay. And would you say then, for you to live a healthy, wealthy, stealthy life, connection is key?
Yes.
And would you say that that is your why, your deeper meaning?
Yep. And it's definitely written on one of those cards.
And there you go.
And that's why I'm willing,
7 levels deep.
and that's why I'm willing to take courageous action in order to create connection with people. And as I say that, I light up and fireworks go off in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
We did it. Absolutely amazing. So I'm excited for people to do this as well. It's a beautiful thing. There's so many tools and techniques as well within our talk today that are life-changing, and you get to practice. It's all an experiment.
Yeah, thank you so much, Michelle, for showing up and being here. And if you've liked anything, stick it in the comments. Let us know if you went through that exercise, what you got from it, or if any questions for Michelle or I around what we do, and any highlights, anything that pops up, anything that you recognize. When you type it, write it, speak it, it reinforces it back in your brain so that you remember that and or would remember it another time to share with someone else. And you imagine it's not just me that wants connection, I hope. So yeah, imagine if that was the case, connection, world peace could potentially exist in our reality if that just ripple effect kept going. So yeah, that's it
Amazing.
now.
Thank you.